Hey students, hey team. My name is Mike Oakes, and I am going to be teaching alongside your teacher this vocabulary unit called Word Love. And you are going to be a part of the Word Love team. Yes, you are. Welcome. And in this unit, if you're not familiar yet, what we're going to do is we're going to be learning words. We're going to be learning them deeply. Even if you know them a little bit, we're going to be learning them even more deeply, so that you're using them in your talk and you're using them in your writing. And we're going to play games with them. So the hope is this is going to be a lot of fun that we're going to have together. And for today, day one, the thing that we're going to do is I'm going to introduce like a bank of words, 5 words, and then we'll start by learning, I think, one of the words, right? Let's see what we have set up for us today. Welcome to the Word Love curriculum. Here we go. This is it. And for our very first day, we're going to take a look at this word bank, and then we're going to learn one of the words deeply and play a game with it. Let's do it. So let's take a look at this word bank. Which of these words do you feel like you know well? And which of these words do you feel like you know least well? I'm sure if I say them or if you read them, you probably know them on some level, but this isn't just about understanding somebody else using the word. This isn't just about somebody understanding it being used in a book. This is about you using these words. So a question you could ask yourself is, how often do you use these words in your talk? How often do you use these words in your writing? Because by the end of this band and the end of this unit, you definitely will be. So let's get started. Which of these words do you feel like you know best? Which do you know least best? What I'm asking you to do is to turn and talk to somebody, turn and talk to a partner, turn and talk to a friend or family member if you're at home, or just turn and talk to the screen. If you're by yourself, say it out loud. Don't be embarrassed. Go for it. How well do you feel like you know each of these words? Turn and talk. Great. Let's get started with our first word. And that word is thrive. In the book Home of the Brave, Keck eventually starts to thrive in his new home of Minnesota. In the book When Lunch Fights Back, we learn that certain animals thrive with the help of their strategic defenses and their strange defenses too. In Straight Talk, the truth about food, we learn that nutrients in that food help us thrive. So when you thrive, you grow and you do well. Like you see in this chart here, a picture of a plant thriving. So let me hear you say the word after me, thrive. That's right. Now let's play yay or nay. If I say something that goes with thrive, throw your hands up like jazz hands and say thrive, like you're thriving. If I don't, just give a thumbs down. But either way, explain your response to your partner. Okay, here we go. Here is our first yay or nay. When you get sick and throw up, thrive or no? Turn to talk. Say why. I'd probably say not thriving if you get sick and throw up, right? That's not, you're not doing well, right? If you're if you're sick. Okay, next one. When you add 3 inches to your height in 1 year, thrive or no? Turn and talk, say why. Oh man, if you're going 3 inches, you are thriving, right? You are growing, you're doing well. If you are growing that quickly, that much. All right, last one is when you get a perfect score on a test, thrive or no? Turn to talk, say why. Yeah, thrive. If you are doing well on a test, you are doing well. You are thriving in academics. Yes, that's right. Okay. So, what are some other ways that you could, or someone else could, or something else could thrive? Turn to talk. Wonderful. Now, I want to hear you say the one word after me again. What word means to grow and do well? That's right, thrive. We did it. We finished this first day together of our Word Love curriculum. Congratulations. Tomorrow, we're going to learn 2 more words and play some yay or nay games with them as well as we work our way through our word bank together. Till then, take care. Be well. Hello, students. Hello, Word Love team. Welcome to our next day together of Word Love, a vocabulary curriculum. We're going to learn 2 more words today, play yay or nay. As always, when I give a prompt, you want to turn and talk to a partner, you want to turn and talk to a family or friend if you're with, or you just can turn and talk to the screen out loud. Don't be embarrassed if you're by yourself. Nobody's going to hear you. And if they do, who cares? You're learning. By the way, I often give some time to think and to talk, but if I don't give enough time, you can always pause the video and get your talking out and then unpause the video to go to the next prompt. Sound good? All right, let's do it. Next day on our list is day 2. We're going to learn 2 words, hearty and lean, and play yay or nay with these words. Ready? Okay, let's go. Hearty is our first word. In When Lunch Fights Back, we learn that sharks consider hagfish to be a hearty meal. In Straight Talk, the Truth About Food, we learn that kids in South Korea often eat a hearty soup for breakfast. When something is hearty, it is big, healthy, and helps you grow and get strong. So you can see in the chart today, this individual is eating a hearty bowl of gumbo, which is something that they eat in Louisiana often. It's got seafood in it, all sorts of things, rice. It's kind of like a nice little soup or stew, more like. All right. So let me hear you say the word hearty. Great. Let's play yay or nay. If I say something that goes with hearty, pretend you're full, maybe hold your belly and say hearty. If I don't, give a thumbs down. But either way, explain your response to your partner. Ready? Let's do it. Let's play yay or nay for the first one. When you eat one single salad leaf, hearty or no? Turn to talk. Say why. Yeah, one single leaf is probably not too hearty, right? It's got to be big, but it's healthy, but it's probably not hearty enough yet. Okay, let's try the next one. All right. When you eat a salad the size of your head that is full of greens, beans, bread, and cheese, is that hearty or no? Turn and talk. Say why. Oh man, if you're eating a salad the size of your head, that's a hearty meal. I would say definitely hearty, and it's healthy, and it's big, and it's going to help you grow and get strong. So definitely hearty. All right. How about when you take a huge drink of water? Hearty or no? Turn to talk. Say why. Yeah, I would say hearty. I mean, water is good for you. It's healthy for you. It's going to help you grow. It's going to help you, you know, keep on surviving. So I could think if it's a big hearty glass of water, sure, I think you could say that fits with hearty, maybe, right? Well, let me think. What are some other things that are hearty? Turn to talk. Great. Let me hear you say the word. What word means something that is big and healthy and helps growth and strength? Hearty. Okay, great. Let's move on to our second word. And that word is lean. Okay, so we've got our word lean here. And in Home of the Brave, we learn that Keck is very lean. In Straight Talk, the Truth About Food, we learned that lean proteins such as nuts or milk are better to eat before bed than sweets. If something is lean, it doesn't have a lot of fat on it, right? So let me hear you say the word lean after me. Great. So let's play yay or nay. If I say something that goes with lean, make a little skinny space between your hands and say lean, right? If I don't, give a thumbs down. Either way, explain your response. Ready? The first one is right up here. When you see somebody eat a juicy cheeseburger, lean or no? Turn to talk. Say why. Oh, some of you are saying, no, that's a juicy cheeseburger. That's not lean, right? But some of you could be like, yeah, that's lean. What if it's a vegetarian, a vegan cheeseburger, right? A veggie cheeseburger. Or, or what if the person who's eating the cheeseburger is lean and they're just having like a cheat day where they're going to eat a cheeseburger today? My point is this: whenever you're playing yay or nay or any of these games, you can give answers opposite of what you seem they might be. You can give any response that you want, as long as you show you know what the word means. You know the word lean means doesn't have a lot of fat. If you don't mean skinny, you can give a response that reveals that. It could be opposite of what most people might think. Those of you who are pretty clever will already doing that. Okay, next one is, when you see a thin kitten on a sidewalk, lean or no? Turn to talk, say why. Yeah, if you see a thin kitten, it's probably pretty lean. All right, and the last one is, when you eat one carrot, lean or no? Turn to talk, say why. Oh, yeah. If you're eating one carrot, that's lean, right? Carrots don't have any fat and you're just eating one of them. That's very lean, right? Okay. So, what are some other things that are lean? Turn to talk. Wonderful. Now, what's a word that means something that doesn't have a lot of fat? Let me hear you say it. Lean. Wonderful. Great job, team. We finished our second day. We've covered 3 total words now in this bend. Tomorrow, we're going to cover the last 2 words and play yay or nay games with them. And that's really exciting because after we've covered all 5 words, we're going to play games with all 5 words. Stay tuned for next time. Till then, be well. Take care. I'll see you later. Welcome back, team. We're going to start with 2 new words today from our band. Play yay or nay games with them. So without further ado, why don't we get started? Right? Okay, so our first word that we're going to be covering today is common. In Home of the Brave, Keck shares a common language and culture with Ganwar. In When Lunch Fights Back, we learn that all animals in the book have one thing in common, that they all have unique defenses. In Straight Talk the Truth About Food, we learned that grapes have more in common with apples than with cheese, right? So 2 or more things have something in common if they have similarities. So as you can see in our chart here, there's 2 pieces of clothes. Now, they might not have something in common in what part of your body you wear on, but they're both striped. So they have their appearance in common, their patterns on them in common. So let me hear you say the word after me. Common. Great. Now let's play yay or nay. If I say something that goes with common, put your hands together, like lace your fingers like this and say common, right? If I don't, just give a thumbs down. But either way, explain your response to your partner, to a friend or family member, or explain your response right out loud. Ready? Here we go. Our first yay and nay is this: when you select an apple and an orange for a snack, common or no? Turn and talk. All right. Yeah, I bet many of you are saying common. They're both fruit, but maybe some of you are being like, oh, that they don't have much in common. They're different kinds of fruit, right? There's lots of things that they don't have in common. Again, as long as you can explain, you know what the word means, you can give whatever response you like, as long as you can share that you know that common means sharing similarities. All right. Next one. When your friend has longer hair than you do. Common or not. Turn to talk. A lot of you might be like, no, because they have different hair lengths, but others will be like, we both have hair, right? Maybe we have the same color hair, right? The fact that we have hair is something in common. So again, you could give either response for this one, as long as you know what the word common means. All right, last one. When you see a kitty and a puppy in the park, common or no? Turn to talk. You could say common because they're both pets, but maybe you said no, they don't have much in common. Maybe one of them is like stray and one of them is being walked, or they're different kinds of mammals, right? They, you know, cats only eat meat, dogs are omnivores, they eat about anything, right? Those are some things to think about. So think about this. What are some other things that have something in common? Turn and talk. Let me hear you say the word one last time. What word means something that has similarities to another thing? Common. You got it. All right. Let's go into our next word now, which is maintain. Okay. In Home of the Brave, Keck, he maintains his memory of his family by holding a cloth that reminds him of them. In When Lunch Fights Back, we learn that hagfish maintain their survival by eating things like dead whales. In Straight Talk, The Truth About Food, we learn that proteins help the body fix and maintain itself. When you maintain something, you keep it and you don't let it stop or grow weak. Just like you can see in this picture, these two individuals are maintaining their yard and their garden. They don't want it to stop looking beautiful or get weak by looking uglier or whatever. If they think mowing the lawn and watering things helps to maintain it and look good. All right. And be good. So when you maintain something, you keep it and you don't let it stop or grow weak. So say the word after me, maintain. Great. If I say something that goes with maintain, maybe flex your muscles and say maintain, like you're pumping iron. If I don't, give a thumbs down. Either way, explain your response to your partner. Ready? First, yay or nay. When you brush your teeth every day, maintain or no? Trying to talk. Oh, yeah. If you're brushing your teeth every day, you are maintaining, right? You're making sure your teeth don't grow weak. You're making sure they stay clean and healthy. You're maintaining them. Okay. Next one. When you eat nothing but candy all afternoon, maintain or no? Turn and talk. Maybe many of you saying, no, you're not maintaining your health or maybe your teeth health, right? Candy's not really great for your teeth. However, if you're maintaining something, you don't let it stop, right? So some of you might have said maintain. I'm maintaining my candy snacking all afternoon. So you see how you can give different responses as long as you know the word. Like if you're maintaining your candy eating, you keep it going. You don't let it stop. Although if you are eating candy, you're not maintaining your teeth very well. So you could give both responses. All right. Next one. When you run around during recess every day, maintain or no? Trying to talk. Yeah, a lot of you are probably saying maintain. You're maintaining your health if you run around at recess every day. Okay. So what are some other things that you might do to maintain something? Turn to talk. Great. Let me hear you say it one last time. What word means keeping something in good condition? Maintain. Great job. We did it. We have gone through all 5 words. We've played yay or nay with them. Now we're going to play games with the entire batch of words. And the next game we're going to be playing is a really fun one. It's called Would You Rather. So I'm going to explain that game for you next time we're together. But it's going to be a good time. And we're going to play with all the words now. See you then. Take care. Be well. Hey, Word Love team. We did it. We've moved on to our next day. We're not just learning individual words. We're going to be playing games with all the words. And so the first game we're going to be doing together is Would You Rather? So let me tell you a little bit about Would You Rather. In this game, I'm going to be sharing a few real world examples with you and offer you two choices using our vocabulary words. For example, if a question was, would you rather maintain a friendship or maintain a habit of tripping when you walk? You might respond, I would rather maintain a friendship because that's a better thing to keep going strong and to keep it going than to maintain falling down. If you maintain falling down, you're going to keep falling down over and over, right? Every time you walk. So remember, whenever response you give, you always want to make sure that you explain why. Here's our first one. It is thrive. Would you rather see a bumblebee thrive or a spider thrive? Turn and talk. Say why. Ooh, this is a tough one for me because I don't like bugs. I feel like I would say bumblebee because I don't see them that often, and I'm like happy to thrive. So do your thing. I see because see spiders all the time, and if a spider is thriving, it means it's eating bugs that are in my house. So I guess it's getting rid of the bugs. But if it's thriving, it means there's a lot of bugs. I don't know about that one. I'm gonna go with bumblebee for now. But then again, if the spider's not thriving, maybe there's too many bugs in my house. You see how this is a tricky game. Here we go. Would you rather eat a hearty bowl of spicy chili or a hearty bowl of octopus soup? Turn and talk. Say why. Now, depending on what you like to eat, it could be either one of these. Now, I prefer spicy food, so I'm going to say I'd rather eat a hearty bowl of chili, right? Because I like spicy things. I don't necessarily like octopus too much, but some of you might, and that's okay. That might be you. Maybe you don't like spicy things, right? Okay, next one. Would you rather a pet dog be lean from eating healthy or lean from not eating enough? Turn to talk, say why. Oh my goodness, I'd rather my dog be skinny and lean from eating really healthy, not skinny and lean from starving. That's not healthy at all. So, yeah, I would rather go with the first one. If it's going to be skinny and lean, I'd rather it be from eating a good diet, not from starving. All right. Would you rather have something in common with a stranger or nothing in common with a friend? Turn and talk, say why. This is a tricky question. I mean, I feel like if I have something in common with a stranger, they're going to become a friend. And I don't know how you can have a friend that you don't have something in common with, but sometimes opposites attract. Like somebody likes something and you like the other thing else. But I think if they're a friend, you're going to have something in common too. So that's an interesting question. I think it's a little bit of both. I don't know if it's a true thing. If you have something in common with a stranger, they might become a friend. And I don't know how somebody can be a friend if you don't have anything in common, right? Okay. Next thing, would you rather maintain your bedroom or maintain your book bag and desk area? Turn and talk. Say why. Ooh, this is a tricky one. I mean, I think I'd rather my bedroom be maintained, but I'd rather somebody else did it. Right? I want both to be maintained, but what's easier for me to maintain, like my book bag and desk area? I don't know. If you saw my desk now, it looks pretty messy too. But man, this is a tricky question. I'm going to go bedroom, but I think if my bedroom is not maintained, that's more stressful for me than my book bag and desk, I would say. All right. We made it. You can see what our next game is for our next day, but we finished this game. The next one's called Put in a Sub. Basically, we're going to be playing with all the words and you're going to be repeating sentences using our words. I'll talk to you more about it next time. Till then, be well. Take care. Hey, team. Welcome back. Good to see you. We're going to play another game with all of our words. And this game is Put in a Sub. And I'd like to tell you a little bit about how to play it so that we can then play it. So put in a sub. I'm going to say a sentence. one that goes with each of these words. And so with your partner, I want you to restate the exact same sentence, except for one thing. The words that are in bold, I want you to switch them out with one of our vocabulary words and then say why you substituted that vocabulary word. So for example, if I gave a sentence that said, you need to keep up your friendship, I would look at the list of words and see which one best fits the sentence and then substitute a word in the sentence, which might be, you need to maintain your friendship. And then you always got to say why, right? So you want to say, you need to maintain your friendship, because maintain means to keep up something going well and don't stop it, right? So it keeps going strong. All right, let's try it with your partner. The first one is this. You two do a lot in the same way. Okay, so you're going to look at these words. You're going to fill in the blank for the bold by restating with the word. So you two do a lot in blank. Which one is it? You two do a lot in thrive. You two do a lot in hearty. You two do a lot in lean. You two do a lot in common. You two do a lot in maintain. Put in that sub and explain why. Go for it. Right. Probably said you two do a lot in common, because if you're doing things similar in the same way, that means common. You guys do a lot of things in common. You do a lot in the same way. All right. Next one. My little sister is going to grow well. My little sister is going to blank. Put in a sub, say why. Go for it. Yeah. My little sister is going to thrive, because to thrive means to grow and do well, right? All right. Next one. Please take care of your chores. Please blank your chores. Turn to talk, fill in the blank, put in the sub, say why. Okay. Please maintain your chores, right? Keep them going strong. Don't let them stop, right? You're maintaining your chores, the things that you do at home, maybe for your family, or maybe at school too. Next one. This is a large and nourishing feast. This is a blank feast. Turn to talk, say why, put in a sub. This is a hearty feast, right? That's because hearty means, big, healthy, strong. Okay. Next one is, I only eat low-fat meats. I only eat blank meats. Turn to talk, say why. Yeah, I only eat lean meats, right? Meats that don't have a lot of fat. Okay, great work. We are going to be moving to a new game tomorrow. I think it's called Who, What, When, Where, Why, How. I'll tell you more about it next time, tomorrow or next time we meet. Till then, I hope you're well. Be well. Take care. I'll see you later. Bye. Word Love team, welcome back. So excited for another day of Word Love. Let me tell you about our next game that we've got. It is called Who, What, When, Where, Why, How. And I would like to be able to tell you a little bit about how to play this game. So what we're going to do is we're going to use all the words one at a time in this game. I'm going to name several situations that go with our vocabulary words, and I'd like you and your partner to come up with comments that a person might say, right? Not necessarily a comment that a person might say, but like just say, how could this situation exist in the real world, right? So for example, if I said, what would happen? Oh, let me come up with a better one. Like, who would thrive at a karate studio, right? For example, who would thrive at a karate studio? You might say a kid who really likes to do self-defense and who's really active and who's really like good at, physical stuff. So you see what I mean here? That's what we're aiming for in this. So let's try it again right here. So here's the first one. Who might thrive in a cold and snowy place? Turn and talk, say why. Who might thrive in a cold and snowy place? Maybe somebody who likes the cold, somebody who's got a lot of like warm clothes to wear, right? Somebody who grew up in a cold and snowy place, right? Those are people probably might thrive who just love it, who love being cold. They don't like the heat, they like the cold. That's somebody who might thrive. All right, next one. What would be a hearty meal for a cow? Turn and talk, say why. Well, if you know cows, a hearty meal is going to be a whole lot of grass, right? That would be a hearty meal for a cow because that's what they eat. So it'd be a lot of grass, right? All right. When might you eat something lean? Turn and talk, say why. You might eat something lean or something that's low fat if you're trying not to eat too much, or if you have like a parent or something who's saying, eat your vegetables, right? Or if you like vegetables, or if you're hungry for something healthy, those are times you might eat something lean without a lot of fat in it. All right. Where would a flower thrive? Turn to talk, say why. Oh, a flower can thrive in a field. Flower can thrive in a garden, right? Where can it grow and do well? Flower can thrive in the wild. Those are all places where a flower can thrive as long as it has plenty of sunlight, water, right? Things like that to help it grow. Okay, next one. Why do bananas have something in common with chicken tenders? Turn to talk. Say why. Well, at first I'm like, not much, but then I realized they both have something in common because there's something to eat, right? That's what they would have in common, right? Next one. How can you maintain a sand castle? Trying to talk, say why. Ooh, I don't know if this is a trick question because I feel like all sand castles eventually fall, but maybe if you keep it away from the waves too much, make sure you have nice sand that's good for making sand castles, and it's just a little bit wet so you can help shape it. Um, and then, maybe you make a little moat around it if you do have some water to go into. Maybe if you ask people not to step on it as they're walking by on a beach, those are all ways to maintain a sandcastle. So great work. Um, the next time we meet, we're going to play the last game of the bend. And then after we finish that, you'll have a little assessment, a little quiz that you can do great on. And then when we return after that, we're going to learn a new set of games and new set of words so that you're going to have 10 words that you can know and play with. See you next time. Till then, be well. Take care. Later. Hello, Word Love team. Welcome back. This is our last day of this bend before you take a little quiz that's going to show how well you know these words. And before we learn our new bank of words. So this game is called Does X and Y. It's a favorite, and because it's tricky, it's like a fun challenge. So the way that you play this game is I'll be asking how two of our words now, not just one, but putting two words together, how might they be connected or related? And I'll give some examples. I'll like put in a sentence and you'll say, yes, it can be this way, or no, and here's why. So for example, if I say, can someone thrive by eating something hearty? A response might be, yeah, that's what hearty is. If you eat something hearty, it's going to help you thrive. If you eat something big and healthy, it's going to help you grow and do well, right? So always explain your response when you're playing the game. Okay, here we go. Let's get started with does X and Y. Here we go. How can you maintain a way to thrive? Turn and talk. Say why. Ooh, how can you maintain a way to thrive? Well, if you keep eating healthy and working out, that's maintaining your health, and that's going to help you thrive, to help you grow and do well. That's what I would say. How about you? Next one. Can something hearty also be lean? Turn to talk. Say why. Yeah, I think so. I think you can eat something hearty is like big and healthy, and not have a lot of fat, but you'd have to eat a lot of it. It has to be big, right? Remember, because we said one single salad leaf is healthy, but it's not hearty. It doesn't have a lot of fat in it. But if you eat a whole big salad, that's going to be hearty, and it's also lean. If you're making sure you don't have too many things that have fat in it, like cheese or like meat. Okay, next one. Can something hearty maintain you? Turn to talk. Say why. Yeah, absolutely. Why not? If something is big and healthy that you're eating, is it helping you stay healthy and helping you grow, and like it's not stopping your health from stopping and you're growing? Yeah, of course it's going to maintain your health. All right, next one. Can you eat lean things and thrive? Turn and talk. Say well. Say why. I think so. Of course, if you're eating lean things, especially if they're good for you, right? I mean, I suppose some lean things don't have a lot of fat in them, but might not be that great for you, right? If you only eat something, I don't know, what would be something that if you only eat that's lean, it's not going to be that good for you. But if it's healthy, right, and it's a mixture of things and they're all lean, will they help you thrive? Absolutely. That's going to help you thrive best, right? All right. Next one is, can you maintain things that have something in common? Turn and talk. Say why. It's a tricky question because I'm trying to think of like what would be an example. Well, I'll use the chart as an example. Can I make sure that something stays well and doesn't stop and keeps it up? That's something common. So I guess these striped. Can you keep striped clothes maintained? Yeah, if you wash them, right, and if they have any holes, you could sew up and patch up any holes in it. You can maintain your striped clothes, right? Because they've got something in common. Great. All right, team. Well done. We did it. We finished the first bend of this unit. You should feel so proud of the hard work that you've done on it. Your teacher's probably going to give you a short quiz. You're going to knock it out of the park because you know these words. I already know that you're using these words in your talk outside of here. You're using them in your writing, and that shows a deep knowledge, not just understanding a word when somebody else says it or when you read it. When you use a word in your speech, in your writing, that shows a deep knowledge of words, and that's going to help you learn more words in your own life. The more you know, the more you can learn, the more powerful you can feel. So this vocabulary is helping you maintain your knowledge. It's helping you thrive and grow well into your learning. We're going to learn another hearty batch of words next time. What words did I miss? We're not going to learn a lean batch. We're going to learn a hearty batch of words, and we're going to find ways in which these words have something in common or not. Boom, I used all the words. All right. I'll see you next time in the next bend. Until then, take care. Be well. Hello, Word Love team. Welcome back. We're here with Bend 2. And like we start each bend, I'm going to introduce the words, get you to think about how often you use these words in your talk or your writing, how well you know them. And we'll get started with one of the words and play yay or nay. So without further ado, let's get started. Here's a little quick list of the words that we've got in our second bend. And we're going to focus on the first one together. So, as always, when we're doing a self assessment of words, like you might know some of the words, you might know them a little bit, you might know them a lot. Question always is how often do you use them in your talk or in your writing? That's an indication that you know a word deeply. So, which of these words do you feel like perhaps you might know best? And which of these words do you feel like you might know least best? Take a moment to turn and talk. Okay, let's go over our first word. It is sparingly. Our first word is sparingly. And when we read When Lunch Fights Back, we learned that the hagfish does not use its slime sparingly when it's attacked. In Straight Talk, The Truth About Food, we learned that we should eat saturated fats just sparingly. So when you use something sparingly, you don't use too much of it or too often. So as you can see in the chart here, the thing that's being used sparingly is sugar. It's like the sugar is being dumped into this iced tea. It's just a little bit of sugar, right? You don't use too much. You don't use it too often. You use it sparingly. Let me hear you say the word sparingly. Great. Let's play yay or nay with the word. If I say something that goes with sparingly, pinch your fingers together and say sparingly. If I don't do anything or give a thumbs down, but either way, explain your response to your partner. Okay, ready for our first yay or nay? Here we go. Yay or nay, when you eat an entire pizza by yourself, sparingly or no? Turn and talk. Explain why. If you're eating a whole pizza, it's probably not sparingly, right? That's the opposite of sparingly. So I'd give it a thumbs down. Next one, yay or nay. When you sprinkle salt on your French fries, sparingly or no? Turn and talk. I guess it depends. If you're just using a little bit of salt and the fries aren't already salted, that would be sparingly, right? But if the fries are already salted and you're putting more salt on them, probably not sparingly. You're probably using a lot of salt or eating a lot of salt, I should say. Okay. Next one. When you eat one single cookie for dessert, sparingly or no? Turn and talk. Say why. Perhaps, especially if you don't eat a cookie very often, sparingly, right? But if you're always eating a cookie or it's a big cookie, it's not really usually sparingly. It's probably like a regular thing that you're using. Or maybe if it's a tiny cookie, it would be sparingly. It depends. As always, remember, you can give different answers as long as you show what the word means. So that wraps up our first day for the second bend of words. When we come back, we'll work with two more words and we'll play yay or nay with those words. Till then, be well. Take care. I'll see you later. Hey, Word Love team, welcome back. We're going to work with our next batch of two words in our Word Love curriculum, and we're going to play yay or nay with those words. So let's get started. The words are product and portable. And let's start with the word product. So in When Lunch Fights Back, we learned that one product that hagfish creates is its slime, right? It creates that product. It's a product it creates. In Straight Talk, The Truth About Food, we learned that dairy products are things like cheese and yogurt. A product is a thing that is made often for sale, right? So the hagfish slime isn't for sale, but it's something that's made. Whereas dairy products are things that are made and for sale, right? So you can see in our chart here, we can see the product is like a toy doggy, probably like a stuffed doggy. It's something that's made by the machine and it's for sale. It's $10, right? Okay, here we go. Say the word after me. Product. Great. Now let's play yay or nay. If I say something that goes with product, pretend you're holding something, right? And say product, right? If I don't, give a thumbs down. Either way, explain your response. Ready? Here's our first yay or nay. Yay or nay, when you buy candy, product or no? Turn to talk. Say why. Yeah, candy is a product. Not only is it made, but you buy it. So that's a product. All right. Our next yay or nay. When you make a birthday card for your mom, product or no? Turn and talk. Say why. I would say product, right? You're probably not selling your birthday card to your mom, but it's something that you made. That's part of being a product, is something that's made. So yeah, it is a product, right? All right, last one. When you see a river, product or no? Probably no, although if some of you are clever, you could say that a river is a product of the natural environment, right? Nature made the river, but it's not for sale. So you could say that that a river is a product. It's made by nature. Okay, let's get to our next word, which is portable. Okay, in Home of the Brave, we learned that Keck has a portable object that he always carries with him, the family cloth. In When Lunch Fights Back, we learn that termites carry portable explosive backpacks on their backs. In Straight Talk the Truth About Food, we learn that some people carry portable monitors to check their blood levels, to make sure that their blood levels, especially sugar, is at a good, healthy state. Something that is portable is something that can be carried around you. Let me hear you say the word portable. Great. Now let's play yay or nay. If I say something that goes with portable, pretend you're carrying something on your back or maybe under your arm, right? And you can say portable. If not, give a thumbs down. So portable or thumbs down. Are you ready for our first one? Either way, explain your response as always. Here we go. Yay or nay. When you see a giant boulder on the side of the road, portable or no? Try to talk, say why. Boulders are huge rocks. They're not very portable. You can't really lift them. So probably no, right? All right. Next, yay or nay is when your book bag is full of homework, portable or no? Turn to talk, say why. It depends on how much homework, right? If you have too much homework, maybe it's not portable, but maybe if it just fits in your bag, it is portable. You can carry it around with you. Last, yay or nay, when you see a cell phone, turn and talk, say why. Yeah, cell phones are portable. Literally can carry it right now. Cell phone is portable. It can be carried with you. All right, great job. So we finished. We've gone through 3 of our 5 words. Tomorrow, we'll go over the next 2 words. And then after tomorrow, or the next time we meet, in 2 times from we meet, we're going to play games with all of the words, not only from Bend 2, but also from Bend 1. We've got 10 words to possibly play around with. Really exciting. Till then, be well. I hope to hear these words in your talk and start seeing them in your writing. Bye. Hey, Word Love team, welcome back. Good to see you. Let's go with our next 2 words that we've got, which are these. Here they are. They are sluggish and earn. We'll play some yay or nay games with them and get to know these words a little bit more. Okay, so sluggish first, right? In Home of the Brave, when Ganwar finds Keck hiding in a tree, Keck thinks about how sluggish he feels. In Straight Talk, the Truth About Food, we learn that if we don't eat very much, our bodies will get sluggish. Say the word after me, sluggish. Great. Something that is sluggish is slow or tired. So you can see here a sloth. Sloths are slow. Even when they're not tired, they're just slow, right? But sluggish means maybe slow and or tired. All right. If I say something that goes with sluggish, say sluggish and maybe yawn, right? Do a stretch like you're feeling sluggish. If I don't, say energetic, right? So this time, instead of saying a thumbs down, we'll either say sluggish or energetic, like perk yourself up. You ready? Here we go. First one, when you see a turtle walking on grass, sluggish or energetic. Turn to talk, say why. Well, it depends. Probably most of you said sluggish, but others of you said energetic. If you're excited to see a turtle, you'd be energized to see that turtle, right? So again, you can always give different responses than one might expect as long as you can say, you know what the word means. Okay, next one is when you play on the playground. Sluggish or energetic? Trying to talk, say why. Great. Probably energetic because you're playing, right? But maybe if you've been playing all afternoon at the playground, you might say sluggish, like you're getting slow and tired after a little bit of playing. Okay, great. Last one before we go to our next word, which is when you first wake up, sluggish or energetic? Turn to talk, say why. I guess it depends on what, if you're a morning person or not. If you're not a morning person, probably sluggish. If you are a morning person, maybe energetic, right? Because you're up and at them right away. Great. So, what are some other times you or others might be sluggish? Let me hear you say it one last time. What word means tired and or slow? Sluggish. You might even notice that root word, a slug. A slug is like a slow moving animal. So if you're sluggish, you're like a slug. Okay. Next word is earn, right? In Home of the Brave, Keck earns the job of taking care of a cow. In Straight Talk, we learned that the author of the book earned her college degree in psychology in California. If you earn something, you get it because you deserved it through your hard work or your good behavior. Let me hear you say the word earn. Great. If I say something that goes with earn, maybe do like a motion where you're bringing something into your body, into yourself, like you earned it, you got it. If I don't, give a thumbs down. I mean, maybe you could say earned, and then maybe the opposite is unearned, right? That's the opposite of earn. Okay, but either way, explain your response to your partner. First one is when you see $20 on the ground, earn or unearned? Trying to talk, say why. Well, probably unearned because you didn't work hard. You just saw it, right? It's not like you were doing good behavior. You're just walking. It's neither good nor bad. So I wouldn't say you earned it if you found it. It's probably unearned, right? But you found it. Okay. Next, yay or nay? When you do chores all day in order to play more video games, earn or unearned? Trying to talk, say why. Earned. Yeah, you earned that extra screen time by doing chores all day. So that is definitely earned. You got it through your hard work, right? Okay, last yay or nay. When you practice something and win first place, earn or unearned? Turn to talk, say why. Yeah, that's the definition of earn, right? Is if you worked hard at something and you got first place, you earned first place because you worked hard at it. Great. So when are some other times that you or others might earn something? Turn to talk. Great. Let me hear you say the word one last time. What word means you got something or you deserve something because of hard work or good behavior? Earn. That's right. Well done, group. We've gone through our next set of 5 words. So now we have 10 words that we can play around with in our word love games. Really excited. I'll see you next time to play that first game together. Take care. Hey, word love team. Good to see you. We're going to play a game called Which Woulda, Coulda, Shoulda. And I want to tell you a little bit about this game before we get started. So, what I'm going to do is in Which Woulda, Coulda, Shoulda, is I'm going to present a situation with each word, and I want you to tell your partner or your friend or family member, or just talk out loud to the screen, which might be the most likely scenario that fits with each word. Remember to explain your response. So if a question is asked, which might be more hearty, a single leaf of lettuce or a bowl of stew? One might reply, well, the lettuce is healthy, but it's not very big and thick. You need a lot of lettuce for it to be hearty, right? So a stew is big and healthy. So the stew's probably more hearty, right? So you always want to give your response, but also explain it. Here's the first one for you, which is more lean, a single leaf or two giant pizzas? Turn to talk. Say why. That's right. The leaf of lettuce is going to be more lean, right? It has much less fat than two huge pizzas. Absolutely. Okay. Which is done more sparingly? Eating dessert once a week or eating dessert 3 times a day? Turn and talk. Say why. Probably eating dessert once a week, because remember, sparingly means to do something not a lot or just a very few times. If you're eating dessert 3 times a day, that's not sparingly. That's the opposite sparingly. That's often, right? Okay, next one. Which has more in common, an apple and a stapler, or a vampire and a werewolf? Turn and talk. Say why. Well, gosh, it depends. I'd probably say the vampire and the werewolf have more in common because they're both like fictional monsters. But maybe you could be like, well, apple and a stapler are more in common because they might be something you might see on a teacher's desk or something, right? It depends on your response. Whatever you want to argue has the similarity. Okay, next one. Which is more of a product? A lock of your hair, a lock means just like a little snippet cut off, or a stapler? Turn and talk. Say why. Probably the stapler, because the stapler is made and it's for sale. I guess hair is a product, but it's not for sale. I mean, sometimes people sell their hair, right, as a wig. A lock of your hair, though, it's a product. It's something that you make, but something that's more commonly known as a product is going to be something that's made by people, and it's often for sale, right? So I'd probably say the stapler. All right, next one. Which is more portable, a tablet computer or a lunch table? Turn and talk. Say why. Which is more portable or easy to carry around? Probably the tablet, right? That's what it's for, is to carry it around. Here's a tablet, right? Much more portable than an entire lunch table. Although some you can push around, but it's less carryable, right? Okay, next one. Which is more sluggish, a slug or a turtle? Turn and talk. Say why. Good question. We'd have to see which one is, depends on if one's more tired or not, or which one's slower. I think the slug is a little bit slower than a turtle because it's small, especially. So maybe, and the root of sluggish is slug. So maybe the slug. Next one. Which is something to earn, an allowance or brown eyes? Turn to talk. Say why. Yeah, I mean, we see in the picture an allowance, so probably an allowance, right? I don't know if you earn brown eyes, you get them. Like it's just something if you have brown eyes, you have brown eyes. It's not like you earn them because you worked hard, right? I mean, maybe you could earn some brown colored contacts. I have blue eyes, so maybe I could work hard and earn some brown colored contacts, but probably an allowance is more something that you earn, right? Whereas eyes are just your eye color is something that you have. All right, great job, team. We did it. We played our first game with many of the words from Ben 1 and from Ben 2. Tomorrow, we'll continue to do the same, or the next day that we meet. Till then, take care. Be well. Hey, team. Welcome back. We're going to play a new game with many of our words from Ben 1 and Ben 2, and it's called Matching Mentions. And I want to tell you a little bit about matching mentions before we play it. So I'm going to make a number of comments, and I want you and your partner to match the vocabulary word that fits that comment. So like this is going to be something that somebody might say out loud, and you'd have to like say, okay, what word fits this comment somebody said out loud? And then obviously explain your response. So if somebody said this. Exercise makes me stronger and healthier. I might look across these words and I might think, maybe thrive, right? Because when you exercise, you grow and do well. Or maybe it could be maintain, because if you're exercising, you're keeping your body from, from getting weaker or unhealthy, right? So it could be both. Here's the thing about matching mentions. You could make a justification for more than one word to connect. Remember, you just have to say why based on your explanation. Okay, here's our first one together. What word matches this comment? Eat something. You don't want to be too skinny. What word matches this comment? Turn and talk. Say why. Ooh, tricky one. This could be two, right? It could be lean, because lean means skinny. It could also be hearty, like eat something hearty, right? Or it could be maintain, like maintain your body so you're not getting too skinny. You want to keep it the same, right? So it could be a lot of words. Let's say it's lean for right now, right? That's the first one that came to my mind. All right, here's the next one. When I go to the store, I always look for my favorite brands of soap to buy. Which word matches this comment? Turn and talk. Say why. It could be maintain, maybe, because you're trying to always maintain and buy the same thing each time. But I see that word buy, right? And soap is something that's made. So I'd probably say it's product, right? Product is probably going to be the best one for me. Okay, next one. If you take out the trash and do the dishes, I'll pay you an allowance. Turn and talk. Say why. Again, it could be maintain. Like if you're maintaining our house, right? I'll give you an allowance, or probably earn, right? If you work hard, you can earn an allowance. Okay, next one. I like my tablet because I can take it everywhere with me, everywhere I go. Turn and talk. Say why. Mm, probably portable, right? Because something that's portable is something you can easily carry. Okay, next one. I'm trying to keep my shoes looking perfect and new. What word fits this? Turn and talk. Saying why. Say why. If you're trying to keep something so it doesn't get worse, right? Keep something going well. That would be maintain, right? You're trying to keep it looking. You're trying to maintain the look of your shoes so they look new, right? Okay, next one. That cat is always napping. It never moves. Turn and talk. Which word fits? Say why. I don't know. Like it could be a lot. It could be sparingly. It moves very sparingly. Doesn't move a lot. Could be thrive. I mean, that's how cats thrive, is they rest a lot. But to me, it's probably sluggish, right? If you're not moving much, you're kind of lazy and slow. You're being sluggish. Okay. And then our last one. I like hot sauce, but I don't put too much of it on my food. What word matches? Turn and talk. Say why. Well, if it were me, I'd put thrive because I love hot sauce. That makes me thrive and do well. You might have said hearty. Maybe you put hot sauce on a hearty meal. I know I do. However, but in this thing, it says they don't use too much of it. So we know that when you don't use too much of something or too often, that would mean sparingly. Probably say sparingly is the best choice. All right. Great job. Tomorrow, team, we are going to work with one of my favorite games. It's called Whose Job Is It Anyway? And I'll tell you about it more tomorrow. I should say the next time. Maybe we're not meeting every day, but the next time we meet, we'll play Whose Job Is It Anyway? So till then, take care. Be well. Hello, Word Love team. Welcome back. Today we're going to play one of my favorite games. I know it's one of students' favorite games. It's called Whose Job Is It Anyway? And let me tell you a little bit about this game before we play it. when we play Whose Job Is It Anyway, one of the things that we do is we take a bunch of common jobs or aspirational jobs that you see, jobs that you might like to have, and we put them next to a random list of words. So I'm going to randomly put together types of jobs with our vocabulary words. And when I put these two words together, I want you to tell your partner, your friend or family member, or just to the screen, how those words would go together in the real world, right? We're staying in reality. So for instance, if I put firefighter next to the word sparingly and say, well, how would those two go together in the real world? I might say, well, a firefighter would not use water sparingly on a fire. They would use it very generously, right? Certainly. So because you need a lot of water to put out a fire, and sparingly means just a little bit. So again, we're going to look at a number of different occupations or jobs and words from across our first two beds. Are you ready? Have fun with this. It's a good time. Okay. Our first combination is, what kind of products might an athlete have? Turn and talk. Say why. Well, athletes wear a lot of products, like different kinds of, if you look at this athlete, they have shoes, and the product they have is a soccer ball and a jersey. Sometimes really famous athletes sell their own products. Like you wear a jersey with the famous athlete's name on it. That's a product that they have, they earn money from. Oh, earn. Did you hear that? I snuck in another word there. Okay, next one. What might a police officer have that is portable? Turn and talk. Say why. Yeah, police officers carry a lot of things, different things on them. Like you can see even this picture that this police officer is holding like a little ticket book to write tickets, right? They might have a flashlight and other handcuffs, right? Various things that a police officer might have that is portable. Okay, next one. What might a musician do sparingly? Turn and talk, say why. All right. What might a musician do just a little bit? Well, maybe they might not play their instrument sparingly, right? That's the thing. They would like probably very rarely not play their instrument sparingly. They probably, I don't know, what else might they do sparingly just a little bit? That's the only thing I can think of is like they would not do something sparingly, like play their instrument. Maybe you thought of a better one than me. If you did, let me know. Okay. Next one. What might make a doctor sluggish? Turn and talk, say why. Oh man, I imagine if a doctor's working all day and treating patients, by the end of the day, she'd feel pretty sluggish, pretty tired, right? um, that would be what comes to mind for me. Okay, next one. What might a sanitation worker try to earn? Right, sanitation workers help pick up our recycling, our trash, and our compost. What do they try to earn? Turn and talk, say why. I don't know, maybe they'd want to earn an award from the community for like cleanest neighborhood. Maybe they'd want to earn a promotion so they can be in charge of everybody. Um, Maybe they just want to earn a smile for doing a good job in the community. Maybe they want to earn a raise, get paid more for the work that they do. All right. Next one. Here we go. What might all artists have in common? Turn and talk. Say why. Well, they all like to create, they like to make art, right? That would be the first thing that comes to mind. Okay, next one. What might make a cashier thrive? Now remember, a cashier is somebody who takes your money when you're at a store and you're buying things. Okay, what might make a cashier thrive? Thrive, turn and talk, say why. I bet a cashier would really like kind customers, right? Like having a good conversation with customers would make a cashier thrive, grow, and do well. A raise, certainly getting some more money would help a cashier thrive and do well. A compliment from a boss saying, hey, you're doing a great job at your job would probably make a cashier thrive, do grow, and do well in their job. Okay. I hope you enjoyed Whose Job Is It Anyway as much as I did. It's one of my favorite games. And next time we are going to be playing, I think, the last game of this bend before you have a little quiz to show how well you know all these words, because I know you're saying them and I know you're writing them. But before that, when we're together next, we're going to play a game called Mashup Remix. And till then, hope you're well. Take care. See you later. Bye. All right, Word Love team, welcome back. Always good to see you. Let's play our last game of Bend 2. It's called Matching Mentions. And we've already played Matching Mentions, Mashup Remix. Started with an M. In Mashup Remix, let me tell you a little bit about it. I'm going to ask you, how might these two words be connected or related in the real world, right? So if I gave you these two words and the words were sparingly and product, how would these two words go together in the real world? A response might be, well, a lot of times I use the chart to help me. Well, sparing, sugar is a product that's made and you can buy that you'd use sparingly, just a little bit. You don't use too much sugar on things because it's not very lean. Right? There's an old word brought out back. Okay. So I'm going to mix up words from the first two bends. So be ready. Here we go. How might these two words go together in the real world? Common and portable. Turn to talk. Say why. Okay, let me see here. Well, you might, I do have two things that are portable, right? I have a phone and a tablet. They have their technology, right? They have something in common and they're both portable. So that's something that comes to my mind. Okay. Next one is, how might these two words go together in the real world? Earn and sparingly. Turn to talk. Say why. Great. I'm thinking back when I was a kid, I often had to earn dessert, which I would eat sparingly. I didn't eat dessert a lot, but I often had to earn it by like eating my whole meal. That would be an example that comes to my mind. All right. Next one. Okay. Next one. How might these two words go together in the real world? Product and sluggish. Turn and talk. Say why. Trying to think, what is there a product I buy that makes me sluggish? Food. If I eat too much food, that's a product, right? That I buy. It'll make me sluggish. It'll make me feel tired and slow and sluggish. All right. Next one. How might these two words go together in the real world? Earn and maintain. Turn to talk. Say why. Well, gosh, I could look at this picture for help. If I help somebody maintain, actually, when I was a kid, I used to, your age probably, I used to help neighbors maintain their lawns by mowing their lawns. And so I'd earn money for helping to cut the grass, mow the lawn. Okay. Next one. How might these two words go together in the real world? Portable and product. Turn to talk. Say why. Gosh, almost anything that's made that you buy that you can carry is portable, right? Pen, it's a product, it's portable. My backpack, it's a product. I bought it, it's made, it's portable. I can carry it with me. Okay. Next one. How might these two words go together in the real world? Sparingly and sluggish. Turn to talk. Say why. What's something I do sparingly that might make me sluggish? Like if I eat after a meal, I eat a big dessert. Like I said, I don't often eat dessert, but if I do, and if I have a big dessert, that'll make me sluggish, right? If I have a hearty dessert, well, I don't know if it's hearty because it has to be healthy. Okay, let's try the next one. How might these two words go together in the real world? Earn and portable. This is the last one. Last one for the bend. Turn to talk. Say why. Well, I guess you could earn something portable, right? Like if you're If you do something, you do some chores, you're on good behavior, or whatever, you could earn, a book that's portable. You could earn a screen that's portable. Those are all different things that you could earn for your hard work or your good behavior. Are you proud of yourself? You should be proud of yourself. You've been working so hard. We've learned 10 words that you know so deeply. I know that you are using these words in your talk and in your writing, right? And I always like to try a little game. Let's try a little game before we finish up this bend. Let's see if you can use all of the words in a sentence together from bend 2, right? Could you use them all, or like in a paragraph, a quick paragraph in the air, right? So it'll be a fun game. Let's try this one. Here are our words, and let's see, could you use all of these words in some sort of sentence as a kickoff to the end? Here we go. Go for it. Turn and talk. Okay, here's mine. I earned the biggest dessert, an entire cake, which I usually only eat. It's a product I only eat sparingly, and it's a portable product that I can carry around. And after I eat it, it makes me sluggish. Something like that. Try out yours. But hey, here's what I'm excited about. We're going to move to our third bend. We're going to learn 5 more words, and then we're going to play games with all 15 words. It's going to be fun. I'll see you there. Good luck on your quiz. You don't need luck. You know these words really well. After you finish your quiz, we'll be back together to start bend 3, new batch of words. Can't wait for it. Till then, take care. Be well. I'll see you later. Hey, Word Love team. Can you even believe it? We're in bend 3, and we're going to be learning 5 new words. We're going to be playing yay or nay with those words. And as always, let's start off with looking at the whole word bank, kind of self-assessing how well we believe we know these words, how often we use them in our talk and in our writing. And then we'll start off with our first word. So let us, without further ado, let's get started, right? So remember, we've been learning, 10 words already, and this will bring us to 15 in this unit. That's definitely something to be proud of. And in our new bend, we've got a new set of words. Here they are as I get them ready. Beautiful. Okay, take a look at these words. As always, think about which ones you know really well, that you kind of know, and which you don't know very well. So if you know it really well, not only do you understand it, you could teach it to others, and you also use it. You say it, you write it. If you know it a little bit, you kind of get the gist of it, especially if somebody else says it or if you read it. And some you may not know that well, like maybe you don't see it that often, or you're kind of uncertain. That's okay. Regardless of how well you know all of these, we're going to learn all these words much more deeply, because you're going to say them and you're going to write them. Okay, here they are: consume, appease, crucial, promote, relationship. Turn and talk. How well do you believe you know these words? And we'll come back together in a moment. Go for it. Turn and talk. Okay, let us get started with our first word, which is consume. In Lunch Fights Back, a shark tries to consume a hagfish who is consuming a dead whale, and that the shark fails to consume the hagfish. In the article, A School Fight Over Chocolate Milk, we learn that children consume less milk than they did 30, 40 years ago. When you consume something, you eat it or you drink it. All right, say the word after me: consume. Beautiful. Now, as you can see in this picture, this individual is consuming popcorn and it's consuming a soda at the theater, right? So if I say something that goes with consume, pretend you're like eating and drinking and say consume, right? If I don't, give a thumbs down. Either way, explain your response. Here's our first yay and nay. When you breathe the fresh, clear air, turn and talk. Say why. Is that consume? You drinking and eating or not? Go for it. I don't know. I mean, there's another version of consume is like when you use something, right? But I guess you're kind of consume, but you're using it up. You're not really using up all the air if you breathe it, and you're not really eating or drinking it. So I'd say probably not really. I guess you could make a case for it in another version of consume. Consume means like kind of use up something. But in our version that we're using to eat or drink something, it doesn't necessarily fit. Here's the next one. When you have an ice cream cone, consume or no? Say why. Most people probably saying consume, right? Because you would eat the ice cream cone unless you're sort of lactose intolerant and it has milk in it, right? Maybe you're not consuming the ice cream. Okay. So again, you can always give opposite answers if you can justify that you know what the answer means. Next one. When you go to the water fountain, consume or no? Say why. Yeah, if you're drinking the water at the water fountain, you're consuming water. However, maybe you just go to the water fountain to say hi to your friends who are in line, in which case you're not consuming anything. You're just saying hi, right? You can always explain a situation that might not fit or might fit the word. What are some other things that you might consume? Turn to talk. What word means to eat or drink something? You got it. Consume. Okay. When we come back, we'll learn 2 new words together and play yay or nay with them. Till then, I'll see you later. Bye. Welcome back to my word love team. And one of the things that we're going to do today is learn 2 of our words and play yay or nay with them. And those are appease and crucial. These are really cool words. All right. First one is appease. In the book, When Lunch Fights Back, the hagfish refuses to appease the shark. In a school fight over chocolate milk, schools try to appease parents by providing milk alternatives like soy milk. When you appease someone, you give them what they want so they don't get upset or angry. So you can see in this in this chart, we see the rabbit is appeasing the fox by, hey, eat this mouse. You'll be happy. Don't eat me. All right. Say the word after me, appease. Great. Let's play yay or nay. If I say something that goes with appease, put your hands up like you're trying to make somebody not get upset. Say appease, right? If I don't, give a thumbs down. Either way, explain your response. First yay or nay is this. When you ignore your mom, appease or no? Say why. Ooh, this is a tricky one. It depends. If your mom wants to be ignored, right, and to bother her, to interrupt her would make her upset, that would be appease, right? But if your mom is talking to you and she wants you to listen, that's not appeasing her, right? Okay. Remember, you can always give opposite responses. Just show you know your knowledge of the word. Okay. Next one. When you give a piece of candy to a kindergartner who is throwing a tantrum, appease or no? Turn to talk. Say why. Yeah, appease. You're trying to make the kindergartner not be so upset by giving him candy. I don't know if it's the best thing because maybe they'll give another tantrum and the only way they'll stop is to give him candy. But in this case, yeah, you could probably say appease. All right, next one. When you promise a grown up, you'll clean up the mess you made. Appease or no? Turn to talk. Say why. Maybe it depends on the grown up, right? If the grown up's going to get annoyed or upset or angry, like you got to appease them by saying, hey, I promise I'll clean it up. But if it's a pretty chill grown up and they're pretty calm and patient, maybe not appease. Maybe it's just you're making a promise. Hey, I'll clean this up. So, when are some other times you might appease others? Turn to talk. Great. What word means to do something so someone else doesn't get upset or angry? Let me hear you say it. Appease. That's right. Great. Let's move to our next word for today, which is crucial. Right? In Lunch Fights Back, we learned that it's crucial that the hagfish has a way to defend itself against predators like sharks. In a school fight over chocolate milk, that article, we learn that schools get crucial money from the government if they include milk in their lunches. When something is crucial, it is extremely important, right? So we can see in this chart, it's extremely important. It is very crucial for this individual to have an umbrella during a heavy rain. It's crucial, very important. All right, say the word after me, crucial. Beautiful. If I say something that goes with crucial, point a finger in the air seriously and say crucial, right? If I don't, you can give a thumbs down. Either way, explain your response to your partner. Here's our first yay or nay. Get ready. When you have gloves and a hat on a cold day, crucial or no? Turn and talk. Say why. Crucial. You don't want to get sick. It's very important that you have gloves and a hat on a cold day, right? Next one. When a birthday party has 5 different kinds of cake, crucial or no? Turn and talk. Say why. Probably most of you are saying, I don't know if it's crucial to have 5 different kinds of cake, but maybe you said crucial. Maybe you've got like a lot of people at the party and need 5 cakes so everybody gets a piece of cake. Then it would be crucial that you have lots of cakes. Okay. Next one. When you have a bottle of water in the summer, crucial or no? Turn and talk. Say why. Probably most of you are saying that's crucial, right? That's very important to have water in the summer. But if it's not a hot day, maybe it's not crucial. Maybe you've already had a bunch of water. Okay. So, what are some other things that are crucial? Turn and talk. All right. Let me hear you say it again. What word means extremely important? Crucial. That's right. Great job. Hope you're proud of yourself. We've done 3 of our 5 words in Bend 3. Tomorrow or the next time we meet, we're going to cover the last 2 words, play yay or nay. And after that day, we're going to play games with all 15 words together. Looking forward to it. Till then, take care. See you later. Bye. Welcome back, Word Love Team. Always good to see you. Let's learn our last 2 words for Bend 3, and those are going to be these. And as always, when we learn our words, we're going to play yay or nay with those words. The word is promote and relationship. Let's get started with our first word. Okay. The author of When Lunch Fights Back is Rebecca L. Johnson. In this book, she promotes the idea that many animals have unusual or unique or even disgusting ways to defend themselves against predators. In the article, a school fight over chocolate milk, we learned that the dairy industry that makes milk helped to promote school breakfast programs where they'd serve milk. When you try to promote something, you're trying to help it happen, to make it increase in its happening, or to spread the word, right? Or to spread the idea or the thing that you're trying to make happen to more people and places, right? So as you can see in this picture, this individual is trying to promote themselves to be voted for, right? Possibly promote themselves, like, hey, vote for me. You're promoting yourself. You want to make something happen, like you getting voted into something. You want to increase this knowledge that you're going to get, voted into something, or you want the word to spread that you're going to be voted for class president or whatever it is. Okay. So say the word after me, promote. Great. So if I say something that goes with promote, because we're going to play yay or nay now, just give a thumbs up and say promote, or maybe promote, like, I think that's kind of like spreading the word. Do this, promote, right? And if I don't, give a thumbs down, promote or thumbs down. Either way, explain your response. Ready? First one that we play yay or nay is when you keep a secret from a friend, promote or no. Turn to talk. Say why. you're not promoting that secret, right? You're not helping that secret spread or increase in knowledge. So that would not be a promote. You're not promoting secret. If you share the secret, you're promoting the secret, right? Next one. When you tell everyone to try this new kind of cookie, promote or no? Say why. Turn and talk. Yeah, if you're telling everybody to try, you're trying to promote that new cookie. You want people that the eating of this cookie and the trying of this cookie to happen or increase or spread to more people and places. You're promoting the cookie. Okay. Next one. When you watch a commercial, promote or no? Say why. Turn and talk. Yeah, I mean, commercials are always promoting things. They want you to buy things. They're just trying to spread the word. But you could also say, well, if I'm just sitting on the couch watch TV, I'm not promoting things, but the commercial is definitely promoting something. So, what are some other times things get promoted? Turn and talk. And what word means to help something happen, increase, or spread to more people and places? Let me hear you say it again. Promote. Good job. Let's learn our second word for today and our fifth and final word for this bend. And that word is relationship. Okay. In Home of the Brave, we learn that Keck has a trusting relationship with Dave. In a school fight over chocolate milk, we learn that the dairy industry has a long relationship with schools. A relationship is a close connection between two people or things. So we see here in this photograph, we have two individuals. They have a relationship. They're buddies. They're friends. They have little necklaces that say buds, means they're friends. Okay. So say the word after me. Relationship. Beautiful. If I say something that goes with relationship, use this little thing that I make, this little gesture I'm making, which is interlacing your fingers and say relationship. If I don't, give a thumbs down. Either way, explain your response, as you know. Okay, so here's our first yay and nay. When you see your family, relationship or no? Turn and talk. Say why. Yeah, I mean, relationship is you're literally related to your family. So that is a relationship, is a connection. But maybe you don't get along with everybody in your family, right? So maybe it's not a close relationship. So maybe you said no, right? Remember, you can give opposite responses as long as you can share, you know what the word means. Next, yay or nay, is this. When you meet someone you've never met before, relationship or no? Turn to talk, say why. Probably most of you said no, but who knows? You can always meet somebody for the first time and all of a sudden feel kind of close to them, kind of like you've always known them. Maybe you do grow a good relationship with them. So you could say, yeah, maybe if you get along with them, you can kind of just feel like they're going to be your friend. That could be a relationship. All right. Next one. When you see a bowl of fruit, relationship or no? Try to talk, say why. Well, fruit, they're all related in a way. They're all fruit, right? They've got this thing that connects them. They have in common, so to speak, right? They're all lean, so to speak. Look at me looking using all these words. I'm using these words more frequently. Are you? But fruit definitely have a relationship. They have something in common. There's a connection that's between them. So, what are some other relationships that exist in the world? Turn and talk. Great. Let me hear you say the word again. What word means a close connection between people or things? Relationship. Well done. I bet you're proud of yourself. Guess what? We've learned all 15 words now in the unit. Now we're going to be playing games with all 15 words. We'll primarily be working with words from Ben 3, but I'm going to be tucking in all of our games words from Ben's 1 and 2 as well. So look out. Until then, be well. Take care. I'll see you later. Bye. Hey, team, welcome back. We're going to play a game today that's called Famous and Familiar. And basically what we're going to do, as I tell you about this game a little bit, is we're going to take words that we have from Ben's 1 and Ben 2, and I want you to connect them to famous things, right? So a famous thing like popular culture would be, I think we're going to try to go with, like a popular website or app where you can connect our words to a common life experience that we most all experience, which is maybe going grocery shopping, right? So if I were to connect consume to a popular website, I might say, well, I could consume snacks while I surf on this website. Or if I were to connect consume to grocery shopping, I would say, well, you probably shouldn't consume the food at the grocery store before you pay for it. Sometimes people do. They'll have like a little, they'll get a water and they'll drink it while they're shopping, and then they'll put the empty bottle of water on the counter for the cashier to ring up. But as always, whatever you say, explain your response. You get the choice. We're going to look at all the words, and you can choose whether to connect certain words to either a popular website or app. You can pick whichever one's popular, or to grocery shopping. Okay. I'll give you some time to work with the words. Are you ready? Okay. How might each word fit with either popular website or app, or to grocery shopping? Turn to talk. Explain your response. Okay, I'll get my hand at these, see what I do. I've already done consume for you, so I'll do the last three words. So how might appease fit with a website or app? Well, maybe if you're spending all this time on a website and like you have a friend or a family member who's like getting upset that you're spending all this time on the screen, you might appease them by getting off the popular website or app. All right, how would appease work at grocery shopping? Like, let's say somebody, you're at a grocery store, and you and somebody else sees the last item on the shelf, and maybe you appease somebody by letting them have the last item so they don't get upset because you don't really care, right? All right, let's do crucial. What would be crucial for a popular website or app? Are really any websites or apps crucial? Are they really extremely important? Well, you're watching this, I guess, on probably from or using YouTube, a video, so it might be crucial if you wanted to do your word love, right? Is grocery store shopping crucial? Oh yeah, absolutely. People need to get groceries and eat food, so just even going to the grocery store is crucial. All right, let's take a look at promote. How could promote in a website or app go? Well, I think websites and apps are always like promoting themselves, like for ads, like they pop up on other apps and sometimes on commercials too. So they promote themselves. Grocery stores, grocery stores usually have like, they promote things on the outside, like, hey, or they might have like coupons, like they'll promote certain things that are on sale, right? That they want you to buy. How about relationship, website or app? Well, you can have a relationship with somebody over a website. Sometimes people make friends on websites or apps, or you can play with friends or family members, right? If you're far away, you can keep your relationship with people by having a FaceTime or something with them, or a Zoom. And a relationship in grocery shopping, well, different kind of foods have relationships, or perhaps you have a relationship with people who work at the grocery store because you go there so frequently. They're like somebody that might be you're friendly with, you kind of have a relationship with. All right, so that's me connecting these words to common experiences and popular things. The next time we get together, we're going to play a game called Trifecta Tryouts, and I'll tell you more about it the next time we meet. Till then, take care. Be well. Bye. Hey, team. Welcome back. Welcome back to another day of Word Love Vocabulary. And today we're going to play a game called Trifecta Tryouts. Let me tell you about Trifecta Tryouts. So in this game, I'm going to provide a situation using one of our vocabulary words, and your challenge is to come up with 3 examples. Trifecta means 3, right? Triangle, right? That fit that situation. So you always want to explain your response no matter what. So For example, if the prompt was name a trifecta of things you would use or do sparingly, a response might be, well, I drink soda sparingly. I don't drink a ton of soda. I don't drink it very often because it's, bad for your teeth, especially diet soda is actually the worst. I eat fast food sparingly because it's not very healthy. I don't eat it all the time. Um, and I don't listen to loud music. I listen to loud music very sparingly because it can be bad for your ears. It can damage your ears, right? So be forewarned. I'll be using words from all three bends. You ready? Okay, I am. Here we go. Name a trifecta of things that make you thrive. Turn and talk. Say why. For me, I'd say laughter makes me grow and do well, makes me thrive. A big hearty meal makes me thrive, and love from friends and family makes me thrive. All right, next one. Name a trifecta of things you would not consume. Turn to talk. Say why. Personally, things that I don't love to consume are beets, bugs. I don't want to eat bugs. That's something I would not consume. What's something I would not want to consume? Um, there's got to be something. I prefer not to consume mushrooms, but I'll eat them. So those are three things I might not consume or would prefer not to consume. All right, next one. Name a trifecta of things that might appease your teacher or teachers in general. Turn to talk, say why. Hope you had a fun time with this one. Well, and was a teacher once. So what are the things that appease me? Students who raise their hands before calling out, students who followed my directions the first time, and students who weren't mean to one another, were always kind. And if they were, they apologized and like, hey, that wasn't cool. Those things that appeased me, that got me from being annoyed or upset. Okay, next one. Name a trifecta of things that might make you sluggish. Turn to talk, say why. Eating, for me, it's eating a lot of food makes me sluggish. Sometimes working, if I'm too physically active, working out, doing a lot of moving, running, walking makes me tired and sluggish. And what else makes me sluggish? Just a long day, right? Get tired and lazy by the end of the day, get sluggish. All right, next one. Name a trifecta of things that are crucial for making friends or making and keeping friends, maybe. Turn to talk, say why. Being kind, certainly. I think being like loyal and trustworthy is another thing. It's important for friendship, and um, I think a good sense of humor. You can share the same sense of humor and laugh at similar things. That's crucial very important for our friendship, right? All right, next one. Name a trifecta of things that you can earn. Turn to talk, say why. Well, you can earn money because you can see in the picture. That's one thing you can earn, like an allowance for hard work. You can earn an award, right? Like a trophy or something for a competition. And you can earn people's respect, right? If you act in a certain way, you work hard and you're kind and respectful of others, you earn other people's respect. They will be kind and respectful to you. All right. Next one. Name of trifecta of things that you'd like to promote more in school. Turn to talk. Say why. Imagine some of you are like, want to promote more free time, maybe promote more recess, and maybe promote more I don't know. Snack time, right? Those are some things you might want to promote more. Maybe not. Maybe it's other things. All right. Next one. Last one, we should say. Name a trifecta of things that have a relationship with spiders. Turn and talk. Say why. Well, what has a relation? Other bugs, right? Bugs, flies, right? Have a relationship with spiders. Human beings have a relationship with spiders because we see them, right? And we either like let them be or kill them. What else is a spider has a relationship with its web, has a connection to its web, right? All those things are relationships. Great job. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. We are coming to our very last game tomorrow. And after that, you'll take an assessment that I know you're going to do great at. We're going to do a word sort, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It's the last game. I can't believe it. And until then, I hope you're well. Take care. Bye. Hey, Word Love team, welcome back to our last game. We're going to play a word sort. We're going to sort our words together, all of them. Let's just sort them all, right? So when we're thinking of a word sort, here's what I like to do. I'm going to give you 3 categories of ways you can sort a word. You could sort words and words that describe people. You could sort words into words that describe things or words that describe actions, right? So if you take this word thrive here up on screen, I might put it in the column words to describe people because people can thrive, people can grow and do well. I might also put the word thrive into words that describe things because you can even see in the chart, like a plant can thrive, it can grow and do well. And could it go in the action? Can you thrive? Can you grow and do well? Is it something that you do? Yeah. So this is a word that goes into all 3. Now, not all words are going to go into all 3, but some may. So let's take a look at our list of words from the 3 bends. And what I'd like you to do is it's probably going to be best if you pause the video and just do it on your own because it's going to take some time to sort the words. Pause the video and say, where might these words go into our word sort? Are you ready? Okay. Pause the video. And when you're done, you can come back together with me. Until then, remember, you always want to explain why. Words might go into just one category. They might go into 2. They might go into all 3, but you've got to justify it. Okay. Pause the video. Get started. Great. Just to double check, let me see how I might do these words. Hearty. Yeah, if somebody is like a hearty, another version of hearty, by the way, is like to have like a big hearty laugh. So it could be a way like that to describe a person. Things like food is hearty, and you could describe somebody's actions as a hearty laugh is hearty. Lean, you could describe people as lean, things as lean, and as an action to be lean. Can you do lean? No, it doesn't fit. Common. Can people have things in common? Yes. Can things have things in common? Yes. Is a common an action? Can you do common? No. How about maintain? Can someone be maintained? Yes. Can things be maintained? Yes. Maintain is something that you do. Great. How about sparingly? Can you describe people as sparingly? I don't know. Can you drive things? You can use things sparingly, maybe, but sparingly is certainly an action, something that you might do sparingly. Product. Are people a product? No. Is a product a thing? Yes. Is a product something that you do? No, it's the thing. Portable. Can people be portable? I guess. Yeah. I mean, on a boat, people are portable, or on a plane, they're carried around. Are things portable? Yes. Is portable an action? Can you portable something? No, it's the thing, right? Sluggish. Can people be sluggish? Yes. Can things be sluggish? Yeah. Snails and turtles. And is sluggish kind of an action? Yeah, you can kind of move sluggishly, certainly. Earn. Can people earn things? Yeah. Can you earn things? Yeah. But earn is probably an action. All right. Last one we'll go over. Consume. Can people consume? Words describe people? Maybe. Can you consume things? Consume is mostly going to be an action, probably. Crucial. Can people be crucial? Oh yeah, if you've got a group project, you might need, or a team, you might need somebody who's crucial to the team. Are things crucial? Yes. An umbrella is crucial for the rain. And is crucial in action? Nah, you don't do crucial. Promote. Can you describe a person as promote? Not really. You can promote a person, you can promote a thing, but that's an action. You do it. So promote's probably a thing. And relationship. Can you describe people as a relationship? Well, if you have two people, and if you have two things, is a relationship something that can you do relationship? No, you relate. That's the verb, I guess, of it. Anyway, be interesting to see what you said and how the ways in which they connected or not to way I organize them. Well, I have to say this. I have to say, hey, it's been a pleasure working with you across this unit. Let's play one fun game together, and let's see if we can, as we round it out, because you're going to take a quick assessment, see if you can use all these words in one short paragraph. I'll give you a chance, right? So here's all of our words. Can you use them in a sentence or a paragraph together? And then I'll give it a try, see if it works. Go for it. Okay. All right. So I don't know if I can do this. This one's a hard one. So I was consuming my vegetables to appease my mom, which are crucial for my health. She was promoting the vegetables, so I'd eat them more. And by eating them, it built our relationship. I'd love to hear yours. Anyway, Word Love team, been such a pleasure. Good luck on your final assessment. I know you're going to do well. I hope this is a see you later. And till then, be well. Take care. Bye now.